Good evening, everybody. Here with Nick McCombie at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Bill. How are you?
I'm good.
A little late start, but that's all right. Better late than never, you know.
That's right. What's the score, Nick?
We got a score right now: St. Thomas 3 and Somersworth 2. So far, St. Thomas is playing some really good basketball. Coach Foshi is getting a run for his money with Coach Murphy here. And I got to tell you, these two teams are both Division III teams. They've got a good background in basketball, and we're playing in one of the oldest gyms in the court right here. You know, this is like Hoosier story all over. But anyways, we got to get back to this game right here. So we got a little bit of delay here, so we're back at it. And we're going to get you some names here. So right now we got Bossman. Bossman has the ball. And the ball is loose there. Somersworth's going to take it up. Let's hand it on to number 35, Ethan Johnson. Passed over to number 1, Jacob Hamilton. Hamilton passed it off to 23. Shot in and out. Here comes St. Thomas. And what's the call? Kevin Zhang. So it's going to be St. Thomas ball. St. Thomas has it. Bossman over to Zhang. Shot here. And it goes wide. Doesn't even touch the rim, and it goes off the backboard. Now here comes Early. Early. He's going to take the shot. And it's no good. And it's going to be St. Thomas ball. 3:15 left. St. Thomas 5. Somersworth 2, live at St. Thomas High School. St. Thomas Aquinas. And we got a foul. And it looks like 2 for Zhang. He's going to go 2 for the line. If I pronounced his name right, Kevin Zag. And the basket is no good on the first shot. 3:08 left. St. Thomas 5. Somersworth 2. Sorry for the tape delay, folks. We were trying to get our feed going here. And the basket's good. St. Thomas gets 1. Clock running here in the first quarter. Early's going to take it up. Early moves it out to number 23. Wiltman, and now it goes over to St. Thomas and number 25, and that's good. Park gets a basket there for St. Thomas. Now here's a shot for Somersworth. No good. And rough stuff in the corner, but they got back up. They were okay. It will be Hilltoppers ball. Somersworth has it. Hands it off to number 25. There's Early. Early for 3. Does it have enough bounce on it? No. St. Thomas recovers it. They're going to move it up the court. St. Thomas moves in. Park goes up, and no good. Here comes the Hilltoppers. Grant, he's going to carry it up the court. Grant shoots it. No good. Park gets the rebound. Excellent box there by St. Thomas. Park, he's going to take it up. Park, does he have enough? No. Out of bounds. Looks like Somersworth ball. Maybe it will be Hilltopper ball. Early's going to throw it in. Clark, he's going to take it up. 1:48 left. Clark trying to look for an opening. Intercepted. Here comes St. Thomas. Basket is good by number 31, Sean Ducrane. DeCorn, correction, Sean DeCorn. Not DeCrane, DeCorn. DeCorn. And it's going to be St. Thomas ball on that out-of-bounds play. St. Thomas passes it in. Kevin Zhang has it. Zhang taking it up. Over to Korn. Korn for three, no good. Over to Burley. Quick shot. Good for number 23 for Somersworth. Witham gets the basket for three. Somersworth down by 5. Here's St. Thomas. Zhang has it. Zhang's going to try the three-pointer, and it rolls in, and it's a toilet bowl rolling, and St. Thomas has got this game rolling. 13-5, clock running, 47 seconds. Early. Quick shot there. It's good for Somersworth. Tyler Clark nails a three on the pass by Early. Here's Zhang. Zhang goes in. Off the back. No good. Early recovers. Early's going to move the ball up. Spreading it out. Quick shot here. And it's no good. Rebound by number 23, and he bounces it out of bounds. Witham tried to get it. No good. St. Thomas has it. Zhang has it. Over to Johnson. Johnson's going to try and run it in. Can't get it up over the rim. No good. Here's Early. Over to 24. Nice, excellent finger roll underneath the hoop. Basket made by number 24, Kobe Grant. And here's a quick shot, and it goes in and out, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Saints 13, Somersworth Hilltoppers 10. We got another 8 minutes till halftime. We're live here at St. Thomas Aquinas Academy. One of the oldest gyms in the state.
Good to have you here, Nick. Thanks for joining us. We're just ironing out these various issues of cameras and audio, but we're getting there. It's nice to be back, and we're going to be doing 24 games, including some double headers here.
I know.
For partnership with NH1.
It's amazing stuff when we do a lot of things with NH1. They've done amazing stuff to get us on the broadcast team. You know, we've really taken it a long way, Bill. You know, from starting last year with you. You know, it's amazing stuff. You know, New Hampshire's taken us a long way in.
Yes, sir. Oh. Yep. Very true. And you know what's terrific is they get it out to you folks via Facebook Live, and great way to connect with folks. Hopefully you're friending NH1. That might be how you're learning about this game.
Or even Corway Film Institute on YouTube, you know, the Connected Village. Either way, we still got the live feed. St. Thomas is going to take the ball in here. Number 3, Kevin Zhang is going to take it in. If I didn't pronounce his name right, forgive me. Just going by the score sheet. And number 24 has it for St. Thomas. Quick pass movement here. Timothy Bouchard. Bouchard passed it over to Matthew Toth. Toth trying to get that rebound there by I thought it was Michelli, but I could be wrong. Benelli. And that basket's good there for Somersworth, number 21. Jeremy Levasseur.
Tying it up.
Tied it up at 13. Now here's St. Thomas trying to answer back. Rebound by Early. He's been a worker underneath the hoop. Passed over to Somersworth. It's good off the backboard. He'll take a two-tapper right on the backboard right there. Beautiful passing by Somersworth Hilltoppers. Now here's Zhang for 3. Thank you very much. He's going to answer back. St. Thomas up by 1. Here comes Early. Pass it over to number 25, Tyler Clark. Clark passes it over to number 21, and it's good for 3 for the Hilltoppers. Jeremy Levasseur. And now it's Zhang. No good. Somersworth leads 18-6, 6:32 left, clock running. Somersworth's going to take the ball up. No good. Here comes St. Thomas. St. Thomas is moving it up. Bouchard over to Zhang. Passed off to Johnson. Johnson in and out. Now here comes Early. Early has it. Early moving it. Early passed inside the paint. What a pass. Does he have enough? No. And it's a scramble for the rebound. Somersworth will recover it. Early, he's going to recover it. Here's a three. No good. A little hard on the shot. Now St. Thomas is going to run it up the court. 5:54 left. Here's a three for number 13. In and out. Early has been rebounding like you wouldn't believe. He must be making a lot of numbers. Early. Good for three.
Somersworth seems to be finding a
little spunk right here. This is what we got to look for if you're an away team. Here's St. Thomas. No good. That shot was made by number 24, Matt Toth. Here's Early. What a hand in, and he gets it in there. Timeout St. Thomas. Gonna have to work out the kinks
and let's see if we
opening
get
season.
See if we can get that on instant replay.
That was a beautiful move by Brighton Early. He had two defenders on him, and he carried it right inside there. Beautiful job there. Brighton Early. Makes me want to wake up every morning.
Yes, sir. So we're just working on get a scoreboard up here.
Yep. In case you guys don't know the score, it's Somersworth 23 and St. Thomas 6. We are live at St. Thomas Gym, one of the oldest gyms in the state of New Hampshire, right here. Unless somebody can actually top me off on that, I would really like to know. Please definitely put a comment below on the YouTube page or the Facebook page and say, hold on a second, we got an old gym too. We're going to hold you to that, Mr. McCumbee. And St. Thomas is going to take the ball up after they called the timeout. Passed over to number 25, Park. Park over to number 4. What a pass by St. Thomas in there. That shot was made by number 4, Bouchard. Now Somersworth is going to answer back. Passed outside. Pass gets good by number 24. Colby Grant. He nails that one for 3. Somersworth 26, St. Thomas 18, 4:46 left, clock running. Here's St. Thomas. Quick move. It's blocked by Somersworth. And now Somersworth's going to take it up. Passing it around on the outside of the three-point line. Moving it in. Here's Somersworth. Shot made by number 1, no good. Too hard on the shot there. Jacob Hamilton. Now here comes St. Thomas. They're going to move the ball up. Ethan Johnson. Over to Bouchard. Back to Brighton. Bossman. Correction, Bossman. I get that name confused. Sorry about that. Bossman. Took the shot, but it will be Somersworth ball as it went off the top of the hoop. Here comes Somersworth. They've got the ball in St. Thomas's zone. And the pass, and there is a foul. Ciamprini calls a big foul right there.
Kevin Ciamprini,
yes,
from my old Portsmouth days. You know Kevin, too?
Officer Friendly.
Yes.
They call him Officer Friendly.
Great guy.
What a guy. He's even my referee at my basketball league. Somersworth's going to take the ball up. Number 25 is going to take it in, and that was Taylor Clark. Clark, oh, what a shot there by the Hilltoppers. That is Brighton Early again. He must be the superstar of the team for Somersworth. And now here comes St. Thomas. What a pass out. Over to Bossman. Bossman, no good. Rebound for St. Thomas. It's good. 29-20, down by 9. Here comes Somersworth. Brighton Early's going to run the rush up. Brighton Early moving it around, playing the one-man rush. Now he's got one man to help him out. Jacob Hamilton, no good. Rebound by number 31. Bossman. Pass almost got intercepted. He's going through two Somersworth players. Does he have enough? Yes, on the friendly bounce. St. Thomas gets an answer back. 29-22. We got ourselves a game here, folks, at St. Thomas Aquinas live here. Here's a three. No good. St. Thomas has it. They're going to move the ball up. Passed over to number 4 for St. Thomas. Timothy Bouchard. Back over to Bossman. Bounced away and out of bounds. Goes into the crowd. As you can see, it is a little small for a gymnasium. The seats are pretty close to the out-of-bounds line, so some fans will get a little bit of a close-up view of the St. Thomas Aquinas players and the Hilltoppers. And here comes Bossman. Bossman has it. Over to number 31, Sean DeCorn. DeCorn, what a save there by DeCorn. To Bouchard. Bouchard, no good. Rebound by Park, and he's got it. Stanislav Park for St. Thomas. (29-24) live at St. Thomas Aquinas in Dover, New Hampshire. John Vateris is going to move it up, and it's stolen away by Brighton Early. Brighton Early's going to take it. Does he make it? No, but he gets his own rebound. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there. And now here comes St. Thomas. And there it is. Park makes it. 29-26. Brighton Early sets the play up. Brighton Early again. He's going to take a three. Thank you very much, he says. And he nails that one. And St. Thomas tries to answer. Brighton Early with the rebound. What a guy. He has been working inside the paint, outside the paint, high, low. Brighton Early. Hands it off to 21, no good, and the rebound is made there by number 31. Here comes St. Thomas with it, 25, and that's, wow, I'm amazed that's not called for goaltending on that one, moving that hoop. I thought that was a goaltending there, Bill.
Yeah, I was, yeah, tell me.
If you have any, like, motion towards the hoop, and blocking the ball, and I saw the ball moving, I thought that was a goaltending on that one. Because it was already in motion it was already heading towards the basket. We'll have to ask Mr. Samprini about that one. 59.6 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Maybe we can get Mr. Samprini for a little halftime conversation.
We'll have to get the little mic set up over here. So, if you got the mic anywhere by any chance.
Jacob on the line there.
Yep, Jacob's going to take it. Jacob Hamilton gets that one. Somersworth 33, St. Thomas 26, live at St. Thomas Aquinas. I'm doing the best I can with these new names, new names, new faces.
You're doing great, Nick.
And number 24 is going to take it up, Colby Grant. Over to 21, Jeremy Levasseur. Levasseur can't make it. Now here comes St. Thomas. They're going to win a quick rush. Number 4 is going to take it up here. John Vatar is now to 31. DeCorn. DeCorn calling for it. And it's over to number 4. No good. Oh, it's off. Who's it going to be? It's going to be St. Thomas ball. I thought that bounced off off St. Thomas, but DeCorn. Over to Garcia. Garcia, and the foul is made. Bouchard tried to reach for it, but it's going to be on Somersworth, so Bouchard is going to take it.
What do we got, 27?
27.8
seconds.
Yep. And now here comes Somersworth, St. Thomas. Garcia passed it off, and now here's Bouchard. Bouchard to Korn. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard's going to take the shot. Yes, sir!
Whoa.
Hits a big three. Makes it a game here, 33-29, and now we got 8 seconds left. Here's St. Thomas. Oh, no, Somersworth, correction. Somersworth, no good. 4.5 seconds. It will be St. Thomas ball. Will we see a last-second shot to try and make it a game here? Everybody in position. DeCorn. DeCorn has it. Timeout call, 22.2 seconds.
2.2.
Excellent call there by St. Thomas. Coach Murphy calling that one right there.
We got a neck and neck.
We got ourselves a neck and neck game. Not like football though, but we got something close to it. You know, we after the Bedford Exeter game and Dover and Portsmouth. This is I think we're in for a wild ride. With NH1 and Corway Film Institute.
Yes,
So.
we'll be in Bow this Friday for another of these exciting games.
Heard you had somebody for that one. So that should be exciting.
Yeah. And then we will be, next week, we're on for Bishop Brady girls game.
Yeah, and we got Portsmouth Tuesday.
That's correct.
We got Portsmouth Tuesday. We got the Portsmouth Clippers versus Dover, the triple triangle rivalry, as we always know, Dover and Portsmouth. It's going to be one great game. And the defending champions, that'll be the day, I believe, they raise the banner in Portsmouth. Or unless they might be playing Manchester Central right now as we speak. I'll have to check my Twitter feed on that.
In Portsmouth? Or
I think they're playing in Portsmouth.
Uh-huh.
And here comes a quick shot here. Does he have enough? No, and that's the half. We'll try and get somebody up here by any chance if we can. We'll try and get Saprini up here, but if we can ask him a few questions about that play back around like the 2:30 mark. At least. We'll see if he is available to talk to us. Do you want to see if we can get him on the mic?
Sure.
All right. Well, let's see.
Well, nice first half of play by both teams. Somersworth on top right now after the first half. Where are we? 33-29. Some good balanced play by Somersworth. Starting the season off, Division III basketball in the state of New Hampshire. And thanks to NH1 for partnering with Corway Film Institute to bring you these games on Facebook Live. Glad to be here. We will be around the state for 20 events, 24 games around the state of New Hampshire. What you got, Nick?
So, unfortunately, I couldn't talk to Semprinian because he has a clause for not talking with the press. They said that it's under the NHIAA rule. So we can't, they can't, the referees can't. It was just basically we wanted to get a referee question, and, if the NHIAA is listening, we weren't trying to violate anybody's, rights or anything. We were just trying to ask him a question about some rules that might have changed over the time, so. So we were just, as I said before, sorry about that little distraction there. I saw hands moving around in my corner here.
Yeah, we just got another camera. We've been working on one of our cameras.
Yep.
This one right here, our wide shot.
Excellent,
and,
excellent.
Our wireless sender was not working for a bit, but Patrick, stalwart, managed to get that camera up and running.
I got to say,
Patrick.
Bill, we're doing a really good job here so far, and I love it that now we have Wi-Fi, Like, at football stadiums, we couldn't get too much Wi-Fi. It was one of the hardest things to get, so we had tape delays and everything, so seems to be working out now. We got a lot of stuff going on here. The one thing I was going to say between both of these teams, when I was talking with the coaches before when I got here a little early, because I do a little scouting report on the JV team and to see who might be coming up in the season, and I got to talk with the head coach for St. Thomas and Somersworth. For St. Thomas's head coach, it is Sean Murphy. So we'll start off with Sean Murphy. I asked him what is his defensive style he runs, and usually he runs man-to-man or zone defense. He said to me, I'm going to run the zone defense, and when I talked to Rob Foschi, Coach Foschi for the Somersworth Hilltoppers, he says basically we're still trying to find our identity. So it's basically we're trying to find our identity offensive and defensively. I mean, it is the start of the season, so we're not expecting them to like right around the time when it's like where it counts, they're going to find that true identity, and that that most of that stuff is going to all start to come into play. So it's going to get very, very interesting. So.
Nick, keep it going. I'm just going to, we just had, I think we're running into a transmission problem with that camera. I'm just going to see if we can get that back.
But as I said, folks, we are trying to, we're trying to figure out the true identity of what is Somersworth Hilltoppers basketball going to entail this season after they finished in the semifinals. And then we got to wonder what the St. Thomas Aquinas team is going to feel like, because they've just basically last season, they were starting in Division III, and they're still making a statement in. They were originally a Division II team and a Division I team, so they've been up and down in the seasons with the high school programs. So it's going to be a mystery in itself to see what St. Thomas Aquinas has in store for their season, because we are here at St. Thomas, and basically both teams are still trying to figure things out. So I am going to give you guys a quick roster here for both teams, if you guys don't mind. Number 10 for the St. Thomas Aquinas, it's Caden Bossman, number 10, Jake Benelli, number 20, Tim Bouchard, number 4, number 14, Nicholas Bryan, Andrew Calvin, number 25, Sean DeCorn, number 31, number 11 is Jake Dillo, number 5 is D'Angelo Garcia, Ethan Johnson's number 13. Number 30 is Jimmy Sullivan. Matt Toth is number 24. Number 3 is Kevin Zhang. Number 14 is Nicholas Bryan. Number 22, Michael Calvin. Number 10 is Stone Compton. D'Angelo Garcia. That must be. Yep, they have D'Angelo Garcia put down here twice. Okay, so D'Angelo Garcia will be put down here twice. He's also on the JV squad, so I'm reading the JV squad too. So some of the guys have actually switched over. So we're looking at the varsity. So what I got to do is just fold this up here, so that way we can keep an eye on our varsity. That's why I got so confused. So I got so confused on the roster here. So. I'm looking at the JV, and I'm looking at the wrong one. Some of the guys do transfer over to JV, so. We are dealing with the halftime right now. There are people out on the court here, so this is a whole different gymnasium. As you can see, it does have the Hoosier story, if we can get some good camera feed for most of our camera people out here. So it's basically, no matter what, we're looking at how much camera feed we have here in St. Thomas Aquinas live in Dover, New Hampshire. So it is a small gymnasium, but it's always packed with a lot of great fans and a lot of good people here. St. Thomas Aquinas is a Catholic school, in case everybody wonders, and they are a part of the NHIAA. They're not part of any Catholic division. If anybody is curious on how it all works and how it all entails, I don't know if anybody is seeing this. Hold on one sec. Hey, Bill. Bill. It's green. It's green on the screen. Sorry about that, folks, if it's a little green on that screen there. I guess we're doing a Christmas special. So here comes the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. They're coming out here. try and reload that picture feed there. Okay, we got a camera feed there. I may sound a little loud on the camera, so forgive me. Nice thing is that we are indoors. We got a window right here, so gives us a breath of fresh air. It is a nippy one out here, out in Dover, New Hampshire. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the seacoast, and you get the inland part of being in Dover, New Hampshire. So Somersworth taking a few more shots here. We're going to start back at this ball game here in the third quarter. We got to run another 8 minutes. St. Thomas is down by not too much. 33-29. Somersworth leads. They're down
So
by
what would you see for a focus for this second half for these teams, Nick?
Lots of shots inside the paint, if I'm St. Thomas, because, you know, number one, you're watching the player that I've been watching right now. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Somersworth's got an excellent player, number 10, Brighton Early. I mean, he wakes me up every morning. I feel like I need to go stop at a Dunkin' Donuts to get Brighton Early, and that's not a product placement. But, you know, I mean, Brighton Early, he's really like, you know, he's a player. He knows how to, move the ball. He knows he's like a one-man wrecking crew, as I said before, you know, on the mic. He starts to move the ball. You know, it seems like the whole entire Hilltoppers team just falls behind him and say, hey, everybody jump behind me, you know, and follow the leader. You know, that's basically what I'm seeing there, Bill, you know. So, you know, basically that's what I see here. Somersworth's going to get the ball back here, and it will be taken in, or correction, St. Thomas will be taking it, and that will be by Cade Bosman, number 10. So, still learning these new names. I've been saying them so many times, and then when you get on the mic, you finally have that moment.
Nick.
And here comes DeCorn. DeCorn is going to have it. Over to number 25, stays in park, and it's no good. Now here comes Brighton Early. As I said before, you got to contain Brighton Early if you really want to control this. And it's out of bounds, and it will be Saints ball. That's what you need to do. More containing. You know, take away his passing advantages if you are St. Thomas. Because if you're watching right now, Brighton Early is the main front of that whole line for the Hilltoppers. Here comes St. Thomas. They're going to move the ball up here. Number 4 moves the ball up for the Saints. And it's passed off to Bouchard. Now it's 13. Ethan Johnson. And it's good. 33-32, 1-point game. St. Thomas down by 1. Here comes Somersworth. They're going to move the ball up. .25 for Somersworth. Moving it inside the paint. Over to 24. They're trying to test out the paint. Nice move there. And it bounces in and out. And St. Thomas is going to get it. Rebound was by number 25 for St. Thomas. Bosman passes it inside to number 4, Bouchard.
Rebound
and it's
goes.
Good. And the rebound's good. St. Thomas 34, Somersworth 33. We got ourselves a ball game here, folks, live at St. Thomas. Now here comes Brighton Early, in and out, and they're going to call a traveling on Somersworth. Somersworth's been doing that a lot lately in the first quarter, I started to realize. They got to slow that down. But, you know, they're still a little rusty. They're trying to shave off some of the rust. It's part of the beginning of the season, so. And there is a foul there. Foul on number 1 for Somersworth, Jacob Hamilton. And Stanislav Park is going to shoot 2 at the line. First one's good. 2-point lead, 35-33. Comes the second shot. It's good, back-to-back. 36-33, 3-point lead. Here comes Somersworth. Brighton Early's going to take it up. Brighton Early takes it. Over to number 1. It's good. Jacob Hamilton nails it in. Down by 1. Now here comes St. Thomas off the backboard. No good. Now here comes Somersworth. It's a scramble. Brighton Early still has it in his hands. Doing a Kyrie Irving. Brighton Early again. Moves it over. And the shot by number 24 in and out, and he falls backwards. Now 25 has it for Somersworth. No good, and out of bounds. It will be Hilltoppers' ball. Tyler Clark has it, and it will be out of bounds again. Hilltoppers' ball. Clark is going to recover it again. Correction. It's going to go to Jacob Hamilton. Hamilton standing right in front of us. Brighton Early. Over to Hamilton. Back to Brighton Early. Quick motion here by number 35. Can't get the floater. No good. 5:17 left. St. Thomas 36. Somersworth 35. Clark looking for an open man. Can't find Brighton Early. But he goes over to Hamilton. Back to number 25. No good. Rebound there by Bouchard. Bouchard's going to carry it up. Over to DeCorn. DeCorn. Not enough stretch for that one. Hamilton. Over to Early. Early. Moving it in. And one! Brighton Early nails that one. And he goes, yes, sir. He's going to get one more at the line. 4:50 left. Basket's good for Brighton Early. He's been the hero for the Hilltoppers right now. Here comes St. Thomas. DeCorn. DeCorn trying to take a shot here, and it goes wide. He airballs that one. And now here comes the pass over. Somersworth, quick hand, blocked there by St. Thomas. And now here comes Bouchard, Bouchard. I could caught myself. Now here's DeCorn. DeCorn trying to run it in. He doesn't get it. So now here comes Brighton Early. What a handoff right there to Somersworth. No good. Oh, we got a player down. Player down for Somersworth. Took a hard hit on the ground there. For the Somersworth Hilltoppers, that's number 24, Kobe Grant. Key star player for the Somersworth Hilltoppers. Yeah. And pass in there, no good. Hamilton. Ball is up. They are bopping it up in the air. Number 20, Benelli. Now it's over to Bouchard. To Dilho. Bouchard. It's a scramble. It was ball. It will be Saints ball. Matt Toth try to pass it in. Number 20 passes it over to Bouchard. Back over to Bouchard. And a foul. Sub coming in. Jacob Hamilton will take a seat on the bench as number 21 will be in, Jeremy Lavasser. Saints ball. Jacob Dillo. Over to Dillo. Dillo, what a move by Dillo. He's going to go in and a foul. Travel. Correction, I thought he had a foul on that one. And here is Brighton Early. Brighton Early, wow, what a move. No foul on that one, but he'll get it anyways. That'll be number 35 for Somersworth. And St. Thomas answers back. Park gets it. Here comes... Oh, is it? No. So Somersworth is back on top, 40-38. Hilltoppers ball. Clark passes it in over to Brighton Early for three. He is playing like Kyrie Irving out there. Park. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard. No good. Now to number 20. It's good. Benelli gets that basket. No problem at all. Down by 3, no good, and now here comes St. Thomas. We got ourselves a ball game here at St. Thomas. Here comes Bouchard. Bouchard's going to move it up. Going to pass it off to Dillo. Over to number 24. Basket's no good, but the rebound by Dillo. Dillo, now Somersworth's going to run it up. 25 nails it in. Tyler Clark. Clark is having a good game tonight. Passed in. Dillo rolls it in. 3-point game.
.120 in this third period.
Yep. And it is a traveling violation. A lot of traveling violations on.
Yeah, early in the season, I think probably teams getting their trying to get their flow going.
Yeah, it's kind of that thing. DeCorn is going to pass it in. Passed over to, and here's another stolen away by Tyler Clark. Clark's going to run the rush up. Playing the man-to-man here right now on defense. Lavasser. And we got another traveling violation on Somersworth. They got to keep an eye on those traveling violations if you're the Hilltoppers. Zhang is going to take it. Passed over to 13, Johnson. Here's a quick shot. It's an air ball by number 20, but he gets the rebound. 20 gets the rebound on that one. The shot was taken by number 24 for St. Thomas, and number 20. Basket's up, and it is no good, but it will be Saints ball. They're down by 1, 24.5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Somersworth 45, St. Thomas 44, live at St. Thomas. Ethan Johnson's going to pass it in. Kevin Zhang. Zhang has it. Passed over to DeCorn. DeCorn. To Ethan Johnson. No. 12.6 seconds left, and DeCorn is going to shoot 2 at the line. First shot's good for DeCorn. We're tied at 45. DeCorn makes it a 1-point game. Here comes Hilltoppers. They're going to move the ball up. Tyler Clark passes it over to Levasseur. Levasseur no good. At the end of the third quarter, St. Thomas 46, Somersworth 45. We got ourselves a game here, folks. We're going into the fourth quarter here on Corway Film Institute and NH1. Live in St. Thomas High School.
Quite a quarter of play there.
And we got quite a crowd here right now, Bill. I can't believe it. You know, they're all out here for tonight's big game for Division III NHIAA Boys Division III basketball.
You know, these teams, I think we'll keep an eye on them as we were right in the very beginning of the season. But Division III, they're both looking like I think they're teams to watch through this season.
You know, I got to admit one thing, Bill, and I will say this. On Wednesday Night Basketball Talk on my podcast, I never brought up anything about St. Thomas and Somersworth, and I've always I love St. Thomas and Somersworth. They're great. They're great two-group teams right here, you know, locally, and they're part of my East Coast team coverage. So, and I gotta bring them in on Wednesday Night Basketball Talk, you know, on my podcast. You know, I gotta bring you in one of these days, you know, and we'll have to set it up somewhere at Corway Film Institute.
And set it up on over to our studio.
Yes,
in,
definitely.
Somersworth.
We got to definitely do that, you know, and definitely check that out and set that whole thing up, you know. If you can't find me, I'm on the YouTube like page. I'm going to correction, not YouTube like page, the Facebook like page. Nick McCumbie's color commentator of N.H. That's Nick McCumbie, color commentator N.H. Like page for New Hampshire high school basketball and sports across the state of New Hampshire. If you need a color commentator,
he's good.
Yeah, I'm good. I could do hockey, I could do basketball, baseball, you name it. Even football, I just got into that. Well, let's get back to this one. Somersworth has the ball now. Passed off to number 35. Number 25 has it. He's going to take a quick shot. It's in and out, and Zhang recovers it. Zhang is going to move it up. 1-point lead for St. Thomas. Zhang trying to make a move here. He's spreading out the D. Trying to make a, whoa, little loose there. Still has it. And it's a double dribble. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. You'd think you get that out of middle school or elementary school days, but now that's a double dribble. Somersworth will recover the ball. Tyler Clark's going to move it up. Dribbles it behind his back. And it's a traveling violation again for Somersworth. That has been a killer for the Hilltoppers right now, is the traveling violations. And here comes St. Thomas. Zhang is going to move it up. Now DeCorn. Johnson. Back to Zhang. Over to DeCorn. DeCorn in and out. Rebound there. And it's good for St. Thomas. 2 points. Holden Vera. That's a name I got to remember. He's been working a great job inside the paint. Number 20, Holden Vera. And the basket's no good, and it will be St. Thomas ball. .45, fourth quarter. St. Thomas has the ball inside. Quick shot here by, no good. DeCorn for 3. No good again. It is a scramble for that rebound. Zhang and number 35 for Somersworth. We don't have him on our list. Oh, we do. Ethan Johnson, sorry.
Way
Johnson.
Out.
Whoa. No good there.
St. Thomas is all over these rebounds.
Oh, my. They seem like they got the paint all covered. St. Thomas has it. Oh, it's stolen away. Oh, whoa, it's a scramble. Loving the diving game right now. It's showing that they're showing their true heart and commitment between both these teams when they're going after the ball the way they are.
Absolutely.
Somersworth is going to have the ball. It's going to be passed in by number 25 for Somersworth. Tyler Clark is going to pass it in. Checking in right now for Somersworth is Brighton Early. Trying to bring back the original starting squad. And, oh, almost taken away there. Trying to get him to jump. Pachu. Over to Brighton Early.
Oh, bang.
I'm telling you, he is the guy to watch right now. Brighton Early. He's the guy to watch. He is the front runner of this Somersworth Hilltoppers team. And the basket there for St. Thomas. Oh, they get the rebound, and it might be a foul on number 24. And it will be 2 at the line for Park. Stanislav Park. He's going to shoot 2 at the line. And it's no good on the first shot. 5:36 left. St. Thomas up by 1 here in this fourth quarter. We got ourselves a good game. Division III varsity NHIAA basketball, boys. Here's a quick shot. No good on the line. Went a little too fast on that one. And here comes Somersworth trying to answer back to try and make it a 1-point lead for them. Now here comes Bouchard. Bouchard passes it off to DeCorn. DeCorn for 2. It is in and out, but the rebound for number 25, he's got it! St. Thomas answers back. Park again. And Somersworth, and there it is, and 1.
He's good.
Brighton Early again. Could make it a tie game right here. As I said, Bill, he is the front line of that team right there, the Somersworth Hilltoppers.
Absolutely.
And it's good. We got a tie game, 50-50. Could go either way. I love a 50-50 chance.
We've been drawing in those close games.
Yes. DeCorn. Over to Bossman. DeCorn. And it is, oh, Brighton Early intercepted. He went up there like a wide receiver. No good.
Block.
Yes. What a move. Brighton Early. He is a quick player if you watch Brighton Early right here. St. Thomas is going to get the ball. Bouchard passed it off to DeCorn. Back to Bouchard, trying to get it in. Whose ball will it be? It's going to be St. Thomas ball, and it will be passed in by Cade Bosman. Bosman staying at the line, checking in for St. Thomas. Oh, Bosman's going to switch it out. Tied at 50, 4:28 left. They're going to give him a breather. DeCorn for 3. In and out. Little too hard on that three-point shot. Now here comes the Hilltoppers. Here comes Brighton Early. Brighton Early for 3. Yes, sir! Brighton Early! He looks at the crowd and says, yes, I did that. And here comes a shot here and a foul. 3-point lead, 4:03 left, and St. Thomas is going to go at the line for a 2-pointer. It's good for 1 for Park. 2-point lead. Can they make it a 1-point game? This would be this has turned into a very interesting game. And it's good. We got a 1-point game here, 53-52. Live here on Corway Film Institute and NH1. Here we go. Somersworth has it. Trying to get it over to Brighton Early. You can start to see that they're trying to motion. Passed over to number 24.
Colby Grant.
Colby Grant, thank you.
Nice.
And it is a foul. 2 at the line. Number 35 will go to shoot 2.
Ethan Johnson at the line.
Yes, sir. What a player he is. Got some players over at Somersworth High School, Bill, and I know you work over there.
Yes, and
that's good there.
good kids.
2-point game. 3:41 left. Live here at St. Thomas Aquinas. Both these teams trying to find their identities. I think Somersworth's trying to making their identity, and it's stolen away there. Rem took it away on that one. And here comes St. Thomas, moving the ball around. And Garcia has it. Garcia. Luckily, he got a save there by Johnson. No good, and Somersworth's going to recover the rebound. Who's he looking for? Number 25. But he's looking for nobody, and does he have enough? Oh, that's a hard drop right down on the floor. He's going to shoot 2 at the line on that one. Number 25 for Somersworth is correction. Tyler Clark misses the first shot, 54-52. He's got one more chance to try and make it a 3-point game. It's good, 3-point game, 55-52. St. Thomas has got something to work with here. Bouchard's going to move it up over to Garcia. Back to Bouchard inside the paint. He makes it a 1-point game. 55-54, 3 minutes left. Somersworth's going to move it up. Here's a 3. It's no good. St. Thomas recovers it. 2:50 left. Timeout called by St. Thomas. Coach Murphy's got to talk with the troops. 2:47 left to play. Somersworth 55. St. Thomas 54, live at St. Thomas in Dover, New Hampshire. St. Thomas Aquinas. A lot of history has been made in this gym. I don't know if anybody's got the picture of the St. Thomas Aquinas state championships over in that corner over there. Up on the top behind that basket. That's all the state titles that they've had over the years. Quite the history.
Storied stadium.
Yep.
Storied gymnasium.
Their baseball, they've got an excellent hockey program, too, in St. Thomas. They're a Division II team, and they were originally Division I, and then they dropped down to Division II, but they've got a fantastic program. We got 2:47 left, and the wind blowing behind me. As I said, this is one of the oldest gymnasiums. It's got the old-fashioned heating-style heaters in here.
Oh, the radiators?
Yeah, the little radiators right behind me.
Keeping you warm back there?
Yep, and they got a little bit of air right here, so. And it looks like it's good. Yep, it is St. Thomas ball. That's right. They called it in. So 31's going to take it in. That is DeCorn, and it's going to be over to Bouchard, and it's stolen away. Here comes bright and early. He doesn't get it, and he runs into the wall. He gets body checked, and he looks like he's all right. It will be Somersworth ball. Here comes a big 3 here. Brayden Early nails it. 58-54. 4-point lead. St. Thomas. Here's Bossman. No good. Trying to get it quickly. What a save. Can he save it again? No. And it will be Hilltopper ball. 2:15 left here in the fourth quarter. 58-54. Wow. Still a close game. Anybody can get it. Somersworth has it. Hilltoppers on the outside of the 3-point line. looking for an open man. They're trying to run the clock out. There is no shot clock here, so they can run the clock out any way possible. And he shoots it away, and now here comes St. Thomas. DeCorn is going to take it. Over to John Bouchard. Sorry, I got my roster confused. I was looking at Somersworth for a second. St. Thomas. Vera. Over to Bouchard. Back over. And stolen away by Somersworth. And one! The Hilltoppers answer back, and he runs into a wall. Kobe Clark again. What a warrior. He's going back at the line. Kobe Clark. He's going to shoot an and one. Colby in and out, 60 to 54. If St. Thomas needs to do something, they're going to have to do it now. Quick moving, 1:17 left. It's all or nothing right now if you're at St. Thomas Aquinas. DeCorn. It's good. Shot was made by by Staslov Park for St. Thomas Aquinas. 1:06 remaining. 60, Somersworth 60, St. Thomas 56. St. Thomas is in the bonus. Great refereeing here tonight.
Yeah, really keeping it nice and tight.
Nice and tight, good game. And, you know, occasionally they'll play a little wide open court, you know.
Let's see if we can, who's after the play.
Yeah, that was a good move there. If you watch right.
I'm sorry?
I'm looking at right there. I'm watching what you're doing. So I'm seeing it right here on your replay. This is the pass right here. Watch that move right inside the paint. It was beautiful right inside the paint there. Leaving an open gap, and he just nails it right in. So Somersworth's going to take it in, and number 25 is going to take it up. He's got two St. Thomas Aquinas players on him, and this is what you need to do. Play the trap game. Play it all the way. Somersworth. Jacob Hamilton. Hamilton getting trapped. Who's it going to go off of? It will be Hilltopper ball. 53.8 seconds left. Here we go. Passed out in the backcourt. Oh, St. Thomas almost robbed it. Tim Bouchard.
Yes.
He almost took that one away and said, thank you. That was an opposing rush.
Inbound with 49 seconds.
And here we go. We got a little tight. Look at Bouchard moving the arms around. He's got one guy on him. Now Bright and Early has it. He's trying to move it around. Doing a little stuff on Curry move there. No good. Somersworth trying to run this clock out. If you're St. Thomas, you just got a foul, and that's what you're going to have to do at this point.
Travel.
It's a traveling violation. No, correction. It's a timeout. Timeout Somersworth. Timeout Somersworth.
You got it in.
I thought you saw traveling.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw, but I was wrong. It's certainly what I thought I thought, but what I thought I saw was.
We probably got to shake off our rust a little bit on that one. Got to get a little rust off us. What a game here at St. Thomas Aquinas. Don't forget, folks, about the game on Friday with Bill Rogers. He'll be out there in Bow High School.
For the girls' game, yeah.
The girls'
Bow
game
versus, we have Lebanon?
Bow, Lebanon, yep. You got Bow, Lebanon. And then I'm going to be back at it with you guys on Tuesday. If we got no snow in the forecast, it will be Portsmouth versus Dover, the Triple Triangle rivalry. The undefeated two-time state champion Portsmouth Clippers are going to try and go back at it again, and we're going to see a whole different roster with the Portsmouth High School Clippers because they've lost a 1,000 player. They've lost Joey Glenn. I mean, Joey was something to watch back
when
we were.
Was,
yeah,
yes.
him. But they got Cody Graham, and then they got Max Lincoln, who's coming up, and he's going to be a big guy for Portsmouth High School. So no matter what, Portsmouth High School is going to be a heavyweight matchup in Division I. Everybody is still fearing that team, and they say that they've still got the best team in Division I. So they are the kings of Division I and II. So we'll find out. And Somersworth's going to take the ball up here. Meanwhile, back to this game here. Hilltoppers have the ball. We're going to find out who's the king of Division III. And is there a travel right there? That should have been a traveling call right there. Somersworth's going to take it. And they're going to make it. 21 seconds left. 62-56. It's going to have to be a quick shot for St. Thomas if they really want it. Passing it out. Here it is, Bouchard, no good. And
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Not enough time, Bill. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be a miracle. You'd have to take every shot. Here is DeCorn, and it's no good, and that's going to do it, folks. The Hilltoppers are going to win in St. Thomas live in Dover, New Hampshire, and it's a big one in Division III. What a game for the St. Thomas Saints, and what a game for the Somersworth Hilltoppers. This is a big win for the Somersworth Hilltoppers. As bright and early is our player of the game.
Great game.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can get bright and early over here, maybe. Want to see if we can do it?
Go for it, Nick.
All right, let's see if we can get a player over here.
Let's get our microphone set up.
I'll get it ready.
So thanks for joining us here tonight in St. Thomas Aquinas as we start off this season. NHIAA basketball. The NH1 presents basketball around the state of New Hampshire. Here in Dover, New Hampshire at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Just heading up, see if we can get a microphone set up here. There we go. There's that. And there's that. Extra microphone here. There we go. There we go.
All right, am I on?
You're on, Nick.
All right. All right, we got bright and early here. God, I lost track of your points over here, and we also got our coach for Fossey. Thank you, Fossey. Coach Fossey, and we got bright and early over here. Bright and early, tell me, man, what was it? You were like the leader on that whole entire roster today. I was watching you inside the paint, outside the paint, high, low. They couldn't stop you tonight. What's going on there?
I was just working hard. It's really nothing to it. Everybody was helping me out. Teammates, there's 5 people on the court, and we all got it done tonight.
Coach, what do you think about this kid right now? You know, I got to say, you know, he's amazing stuff. You know, I mean, what did you teach him?
I didn't teach him anything. He works his tail off. One of the things we said going into this season is that he's the pace setter. So whatever pace he sets, is everybody falls in line. Like you said, I mean, he's out there getting rebounds. He's working hard, doing the extra things, and that's really the stuff that we're looking for him to do. So. I
gotta say, kid, I'm hoping that the college team starts to see you through our Corway Film Institute and NH1. You got a heck of a career coming for you in basketball, and I really start to see a lot of bright and shining star in you right now, man. Congratulations to you guys on the big win here in Somersworth.
Thank you.
I mean, here in St. Thomas. Sorry about that. Bill, back to you up in the booth.
Okay, well, thanks, Nick, and thanks for joining us here today. It's been great to start our season with you, NH1's Facebook site, and we'll catch you on Friday evening in Bow, New Hampshire. And till then, Bill Rogers and Nick McCombie will catch you later.
Thanks, guys.